Hey there folks, John here with Through My Lens, and today I'm coming to you with another knife-related video. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at this Shirogorov Pen Tool. Now, fans of Through My Lens know that over the past couple of months I've kind of gotten into Shirogorov knives. I picked up a couple of them. I picked up first this Hatian Zero, and then I picked up this F3 NS. And you can find reviews on both of those here on the Through My Lens YouTube channel, but I also recently picked up this Shirogorov Pen Tool because I do like to maintain my knives. I like to be able to disassemble them so that I can lubricate them, make adjustments if needed. So it's important to have the tools to do a takedown. I'm actually doing this video on my Kerr knife and tools maintenance tray here that I've also done a review on here on the channel. I've got a Kerr knife and tool bit driver here, again previously reviewed. So I tried to make sure I have the tools needed to disassemble all my knives. And as you may know, Shirogorov has some proprietary hardware in terms of these screws that make it kind of difficult to disassemble them for a couple different reasons, but the smaller screws in particular can be a little bit challenging. You could probably go ahead and use like a penny to remove this because a penny made of copper is soft and probably won't scratch up that titanium. But Shirogorov does make a couple of accessories to aid in the disassembly of their knives, and the pen tool is one of them. Now, the pen tool itself is machined titanium, and it's very attractive. You can see it's got a really nice clip on there. Again, machined titanium. Looks like a T8 fastened it to the body. Real nice tension on the clip. It's a screw top. The threads are very well done. Comes with a ballpoint ink cartridge in the pen. I think it's a Lamy, and you know, it writes perfectly well. It's a good size pen when you put the cap on the rear of the knife. So it works out just fine as a pen. But again, the primary reason I bought this, well, when you buy this, you're kind of getting two in one, right? You're getting a tool for disassembly, but you're also getting a pen that's you know, another example of Shirogorov workmanship. You know, it's a fun accessory. You can see the bottom here has the trademark Shirogorov screw in it, so kind of a nice touch there. And I'll be honest, this is certainly nice. A nice little stage prop when I do Instagram photos, you know, doing it for the grams. So, yeah, the main reason though that you buy this is that it comes with it comes with bits that can be used in the knife. It actually comes with 3 of them. I have 2 of them in the knife. In the pen tool. It comes with a 3rd that I keep here in my bit holder here on my maintenance tray. But here is the part that's kind of irritating about the pen tool. They actually sell 2 different variations of this, and it's in stock right now. You can find it at Recon One. One variation of the pen tool, it's the same pen tool, but it comes with 3 bits, the 3 that you see here. This is the one that I picked up. And those bits will fit most of the larger sized Shirogorovs, like the F3, like the F95, and so on and so forth, the Hot ER, for example. But it doesn't come with the bit that you need for the Hatian Zero, or the smaller sized, like the Neons and so forth. This little guy right here. See if I can get my camera to focus. That's a really teeny tiny little screw. So they also make an actual tool that's not a pen tool, it's just a driver, and that one apparently comes with all the bits that you need, and it's actually cheaper. This pen tool is $300. But the Shirogorov tool that's not a pen is just $200, but it comes with all the bits. Of course, they were out of stock, at the time, and I did want to get something. So I picked this up, and it's kind of neat the way the bits can fit together. Here's the largest of the bits, and then this one kind of fits into it as it goes, into the end of the driver here. It's actually in the cap is where the driver is, and it is magnetic, so it does snap in there. And this works really, really well as a driver. I have not actually disassembled one of my Shirogorovs yet. I ordered some extra bearings in case I lose one of the bearings that's in the MBRS, the MRBS, the multi-row bearing system. It's not a captured system, so I'm kind of nervous about opening it up and having the bearings go everywhere. So I ordered some extra bearings just in case. But I'll be doing a disassembly video pretty soon where I'll get to break these guys in. So the other kind of nice thing, these bits, as much as they're proprietary and exclusive to the Shirogorov knives, in the backs of these, kind of look interesting. The tool will actually accommodate just fine a normal bit that would fit in another driver. So you could use this exclusively as a bit driver for other knives as well. So that's kind of nifty. So I like that. Now, because basically Shirogorov is making you buy two different $300 pen tools if you want to be able to have all the bits that you would need to service, both of their, primary knife sizes, which is irritating to no end. But there are a couple of places out there that do sell bits that will fit a Shirogorov. So, again, I think my intention is to buy the Shirogorov tool, the $200 tool, but until that comes back in stock in Recon 1, I picked up one of these bits from Razor's Edge Knives. This is their card. Show that here. And I did get one of their bits. Now they are quite different than the bits that come in the pen tool in terms of how they look, but because they do fit in a standard driver, they will fit in the Shirogorov tool, as you can see. Now, these bits from Razor's Edge Knives are made from machined aluminum, so they're not going to stay in the driver magnetically because aluminum is not a ferrous material. But they will interface with the pen tool just fine, or another driver, like this, for example. And the reason why you want to make sure, particularly on the smaller knives, on the smaller Shirogorov knives, you want to make sure you get their proprietary bit one way or the other, is the screws on Shirogorov knives are countersunk just a little bit into the material. So you have to make sure that the blade of the bit that goes into the slot is smaller in length than the diameter of the screw. Because if the blade of the bit extends beyond the screw at all, you're going to be marring the material that of the scale of the knife. In this case, it would be carbon fiber. So don't use any kind of a screw. And I mistakenly thought, well, how this one comes with 3 screws, I'm sure I'll be able to use one of these bits on the Hatian 0 to be able to disassemble it. You know, I should be able to use it. No, that's not a good idea. Don't try to do that. As soon as I got it on there, I saw what would happen if I started rotating the screw. So, you know, I recommend you don't do that. But the bits are very nice. They fit nicely into the pen tool. I do wish that you could get 3 into here. That would be nice. For some reason, this first bit, notice how much longer it is than the other bits. You would think that this half of the bit could actually be removed and it would be another bit itself, or that you would have room for another bit. I don't know why that's not the case. You can only fit 2 bits together at a time. So not the greatest design there from that perspective. I probably would have made it a little bit longer, you know, just to make it fit a little more nicely. But that is just me. And then you can just put the cap right back on. So it's hard to, you know, at the price of $300, it's hard to recommend the pen tool unless you know you're not going to buy 2 different sets of Shirogorovs. If you've got one of the smaller ones and you want to get the pen tool to service your smaller one, get the version of the pen tool that comes with the bits that will work with the smaller knives. Conversely, if you have one of the larger Shirogorovs, buy the one like I have that works with the larger knives. If you have multiple size Shirogorovs, the pen tool probably isn't the best way to go for you. Get one of the just regular Shirogorov tools. Do what I do and have to wait to get one in stock. The bit that I got from Razor's Edge Knife, it's pretty nice. Being aluminum, you know, I wish it were made of a ferrous material, or at least it had some ferrous material in the underside of it so that it would stick into a driver. Being aluminum, you know, I want to make sure that I'm careful with it so I don't snap it or bend it in some way with how soft aluminum can be. But I'm sure this will get me by until the Shirogorov tool is back in stock at Recon 1. Again, this was pretty expensive, about $600, but it was cheaper than buying another one of the pen tools. Well, there you have it. There is my quick look at the Shirogorov pen tool. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.
I hope you've enjoyed this production from the Through My Lens YouTube channel. If you did, please click on the like button and do share the video on social media. If you'd like to see more content like it, please do subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and do check out Through My Lens at www.throughmylens.org.